Welcome to Gerald Khalil's Conversation Piece. I share my thoughts on social content, sports, politics, and entertainment. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hall of Fame tight end Shannon Sharpe made headlines last week in connections with his pursuit of a 9-figure podcast deal. Well, this week, he's facing an 8-figure lawsuit. Sharpe was sued on Sunday by a woman proceeding under the name of Jane Doe. The 13-page civil complaint filed in Nevada alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery, and that he engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. The plaintiff claimed that they embarked on a rocky consensual relationship that lasted nearly 2 years. Now, the complaint alleges that Sharpe recorded their sexual activities, something without her knowledge, and that he was sharing the videos with others without her permission or knowledge. The complaint contends that it was another woman, not the plaintiff, with whom Sharpe was having sex with when he accidentally live streamed the encounter on Instagram. It was at that moment the plaintiff began to pull away from Sharpe. The complaint claims that he relentlessly pursued her after she stopped answering the phone or sharing her whereabouts. She also contends that Sharpe confronted her in October of 2024 after she commenced efforts to separate from him. The complaint details the ensuing encounter, which culminated in allegedly forcible sex against her consent. Another alleged incident happened in January of 2025, where she alleged that Sharpe engaged in unprotected sex with her despite her efforts to get him either to stop or to wear a condom. The complaint seeks a minimum of $50 million from Sharpe. If and when there's a trial, it will be determined, the money amount, will be determined by a jury based on the evidence and the law. And the number can be, in theory, anything. The plaintiff is represented by Micah Nash and Tony Busby. Busby rose to prominence in NFL circles with his representation of more than 20 plaintiffs who sued quarterback Deshaun Watson starting in early 2021. Now, this is a civil case with no criminal consequences attached directly to it. Sharpe will have all the available defenses available to him as the case proceeds. Okay. I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I feel this is a total cash grab. And once you hear the name Tony Busby, you know what it's about. Okay. Now, this woman, especially where she says against her consent, where Shannon supposedly forced himself on her. We know what that is. That's the R word, okay? And if it's the R word, we're talking about a criminal of defense. That's what it should be, right? If that's the case, then Shannon Sharpe should be going to jail. But right away, we know that here's a woman who went straight for a civil lawsuit and $50 million, and Tony Busby. I mean, how much better can it get for them? So yeah, this is a total cash grab. I don't buy it. Now, again, if he did do this, it shouldn't just be money. He should be criminally charged. But right away, we know it's not, because this woman didn't want to go that route. She wants to get the money, along with Tony Busby, because he made a he's got famous and rich off of Deshaun Watson's money. And I tell you one thing, right? And I just hope that Shannon Sharpe doesn't go the route of Deshaun Watson. Meaning, okay, well, I just want to get this person off my back. Let me just pay her some money so she can go away. No. fight her tooth and nail. Fight them all tooth and nail, right? And you know what you can do? Countersue. Sue them. All right? Because, if this isn't true, which it probably isn't, those people who do these things need to be held accountable for this stuff, these false allegations, okay? If it's consensual, hey, it's consensual. And what, you're going to come back a couple of years later and say, oh, well, it wasn't consensual, he forced himself on me? I mean, how many times does that happen? I mean, to me, enough's enough. Okay? Oh, and you figure, oh, well, wow. He's going to make $100 million off of his podcast. He's getting that deal. I need to get some of that money. Man, it's just sickening. It's just sickening how things work and how our judicial system is today. I just hope, first of all, and I don't want to be disrespectful, I hope this is not true. If it is true, then Shannon deserves all that he's going to get. All right? But then again, if it is true, this should be tried criminally. But since it's not being tried criminally, we already know where this is going. All right? And again, and if it's not true, Shannon, you need to come back with the big guns and, go ahead and get your name not only cleared, but get some retribution. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm Gerald Khalil, and I'll see you in the next one.